What if I told you that some governments around the world are so desperate for new residents that they will literally put cash in your pocket just for showing up? I'm not talking about some internet clickbait. I'm talking about verified, government-backed programs that could save you or even pay you tens of thousands of dollars over your retirement. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 best countries that will actually pay you to retire there in 2026. And I promise, number 3 is going to absolutely blow your mind. Stay with me. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping retirees and soon-to-be retirees find smarter, more affordable, and honestly more fulfilling ways to retire abroad. And if you've been watching for a while, you already know. The idea that you have to stay in the US and pay through the nose for a decent retirement, that's a myth. But today, we're going one step further. We're not just talking about cheap places to live, we're talking about countries that are actively competing for you, your skills, your retirement income, your presence, and they're using real financial incentives to get you there. Let me walk you through all 5. I'll give you the benefit, the catch, and my honest verdict on each one. Let's go. Italy. First up, and this one has been making headlines for years, Italy. Now here's what most people get wrong about Italy's programs. They hear €1 homes and think that's the deal, but the real opportunity is something different and honestly more valuable. Dozens of small towns across southern Italy, places like Calabria, Sicily, Molise, are offering cash relocation grants of up to €28,000. That's roughly $30,000 to move there. Some towns are even offering homes for as little as €1 if you commit to renovating them. But here's where it gets even better for retirees specifically. Italy introduced a special flat tax regime for foreign pensioners settling in specific southern municipalities. Instead of Italy's normal income tax, which can climb above 40%, qualifying foreign retirees pay just a flat 7% on all foreign-sourced income for a full decade. 10 years. If you're drawing a pension or Social Security, that is an extraordinary deal. The catch? You need to buy or renovate a property. You have to register as a resident, and you must commit to making it your primary residence, typically for several years. These are not show up and collect a check programs. They reward commitment. My honest verdict? If you have even a romantic bone in your body, Italy is worth serious research. The food alone would justify it. The financial incentives are the bonus. Greece. Greece just topped the International Living Global Retirement Index for 2026, and there is a very specific financial reason why. Greece offers foreign retirees a flat 7% income tax rate on all foreign pension income, and that rate applies for up to 10 years after you relocate. Now think about what that means. If you're American and drawing Social Security, pension, IRA distributions, Greece is only taxing that at 7%. Compare that to what you'd pay in a high-tax U.S. state. The math is not even close. To qualify, you need to not have been a Greek tax resident for 5 of the 6 years before you move, and you do need to establish genuine residency, meaning you'll be spending most of your time there. The good news? Greece's retirement visa is one of the most accessible in Europe. You'll need to demonstrate passive income of around €2,000 a month, which for most retirees with Social Security plus savings is entirely achievable. The catch? Greece is not a go sit on a beach and do nothing place in terms of bureaucracy. Getting things set up takes patience, the language is a challenge, and the tax savings only work if you actually live there. My honest verdict? Greece is not just a retirement destination right now, it's the retirement destination. The combination of lifestyle, healthcare costs, food culture, Mediterranean weather, and that tax deal, I genuinely think this is the best value proposition in the world for American retirees in 2026.
Panama. Okay, I told you number 3 would blow your mind, and I mean it. Panama's Pensionado visa is, in my opinion, the single most generous formal retirement program on the planet, and almost nobody outside the expat community fully understands what it includes. Here's what you get. 20% discount on all medical consultations, 15% off hospital bills, 10 to 20% discount on hotel stays nationwide, 25% off airline tickets, 50% off entertainment, movies, theaters, sporting events, 25% discount on utility bills, 20% discount on professional and technical services. And that's not the headline. The headline is territorial taxation. Panama only taxes income earned inside Panama. Your U.S. pension, Social Security, investment income, IRA distributions, Panama does not touch them. Zero local tax. To qualify for the Pensionado visa, you need a lifetime pension of at least $1,000 a month. That's it. Social Security alone qualifies most American retirees. The catch? Panama City is more expensive than many other expat destinations. Think Miami vibes, modern high-rises, strong dollar. If you want the budget retirement experience, you'll need to look at towns like Boquete or Coronado outside the capital. My honest verdict? If you want certainty, simplicity, and a program that has worked for thousands of Americans for decades, Panama is your answer. This visa was designed for retirees. It shows. Japan. I know what you're thinking. Japan? Really? Isn't that expensive? Yes, Tokyo is expensive, but rural Japan is a completely different story, and the Japanese government knows it. Japan is facing one of the most severe rural depopulation crises in the developed world. Entire villages are emptying, and in response, local governments, backed by the national government, are now paying people to move there. Japan's Regional Revitalization Program offers relocation support of up to 3 million yen, that's roughly 20,000 USD, for individuals who move to qualifying rural areas. Families with children can receive even more. And if you start a business, there's an additional subsidy of up to 2 million yen on top of that. Some municipalities are going further, offering essentially free or very low-cost homes, called akiya, vacant homes, in exchange for a commitment to renovate and live there. The catch? This one is real. Japan does not currently have a straightforward long-term retirement visa. Most expats use a combination of pathways: spouse visas, business visas, or the newer digital nomad visa. Language is also a genuine barrier in rural areas, and the culture requires meaningful adaptation. This is not a plug-and-play retirement destination like Panama. It's for people who are drawn to Japan specifically and willing to invest in learning the culture. My honest verdict? Japan is a sleeper pick for a specific type of retiree, someone who wants something profoundly different, who finds beauty in simplicity and tradition, and who is willing to do the work. If that's you, the financial incentives right now are extraordinary. And rounding out our list, Spain. And Spain comes at it from two angles. First, the rural cash grants. Dozens of depopulated municipalities, particularly in regions like Asturias, Extremadura, and Castilla y León, are offering direct cash payments to new residents. We're talking 3,000 to 15,000 euros, depending on the region, family size, and your commitment to stay. Some towns are going even further, offering essentially free homes, subsidized housing, or startup grants if you agree to open a business or shop in the community. And beyond the money, it's Spain. It's Spain. The healthcare system is genuinely excellent. The food culture is unmatched. The cost of living outside of Madrid and Barcelona is surprisingly affordable, and the climate across most of the country is extraordinary. The catch? Spain's non-lucrative visa, the main path for retirees, requires proving passive income of roughly $2,200 a month. The bureaucracy can be slow, and the best rural grant programs are genuinely rural. You're committing to small town life, not life in Seville. My honest verdict? If you want Europe, real culture, excellent healthcare, and a government actively offering you money to show up, Spain belongs on your shortlist. Period.